Hey there, I'm John from Kiss Your Ears, and today I'm going to show you the easiest way to get the best results when treating your studio. I'm going to show you how many you will need, where to place them, how you could place them, and measurement results from before and after so you can clearly understand what to expect from the system. You may notice that we recommend to use more units than you might sometimes see in some DIY projects and forums and things like this. This is how the professionals do it. How many should you use? Think proportions. The only thing that will harness low frequency energy is mass. So think proportion of mass to the volume of space that you're in. We've synthesized a system to simplify this for you based on the size of your room in terms of floor space. So you should use between 1 to 2 units of the King Kong traps per meter square of the room's floor space. You might be worried about the particular difficulties and irregularities in your room. The soffit here, there's a window over there, it's not parallel over here, there's this creepy little window in the corner, this wall is made out of bricks, this wall is concrete, this wall is plasterboard, there's carpet on half the room. Nah. Don't be so insecure about the room itself that you're trying to treat, and rather be secure and confident that you can finally get a treatment solution that can take care of that. These are not important factors. Do not focus on things that do not actually matter in the end. Concentrate on that. Focus. Safe. Where should you put your bass traps? I'll simplify this for you. You have 2 locations. Number 1, corners. Number 2, surfaces. My tips for you: with your corner bass traps, orient them horizontally so that you can reach a greater depth and therefore lower fundamental frequency that it can absorb from. And with your surface area traps, build walls out of them. Rather than waste your budget on playing around with silly installation methods, build them together so you have a larger surface area and therefore larger splash radius. This is actually a studio upgrade today from an old client. I would say maybe out of thousands of clients we had, not 1% is actually taking their studio as far as I could personally get it for them, as far as we could get it for them. We make the systems available and the clients take it as far as they can with their budget. They can always upgrade later. You never undo an obsolete step. We've optimized the unit as far as it can get. These are the old ones that we're upgrading from. We get to repurpose some of them. It's always nice to do it. And you can see here in our new versions, there are a few little changes. Since we started, we've been obsessed with performance. We've been constantly upgrading and optimizing the King Kong bass trap in terms of both acoustic effectivity and aesthetics. I've told you about that. This way. But you don't have a ceiling cloud! A ceiling cloud is just another early reflection position. The same as these walls here, the same as this wall here. You have to make compromises. Acoustics is a game of compromises. Sound does not want to be in space. I get asked very often if clients should leave an air gap behind their early reflection function absorbers. As mentioned, it's a game of compromises. It's also a game of balance between acoustics, aesthetics, and function. If you can afford to sacrifice some space in your room, it will be useful. If not, don't do it. So let me walk you through the results. Here we have a waterfall graph. We are showing frequency, amplitude, time. Here we are showing 60 dBs, decibels. We are showing 32 Hertz to 20K, and we're showing 300 milliseconds of decay. Now, when you look at a waterfall graph, you're not actually essentially looking for the SPL at the top here. That we deal with later. We are looking down here at the resonances, and as you can see, everything from 32 Hertz until 9K is unworkable. It's resonating past 300 milliseconds, and in the lower frequencies, significantly far past there. That's before, this is after. Those resonances are gone. But this is not actually a scientific testing chamber. This is a music production studio. So let's look at what music producers need to know about.
telemark. It's a PS3CH1. And this is what people used before.
A wild music producer has appeared. Most clubs cut off the system at 40 Hertz. I like to look at the bass window from 40 to 500 Hertz. I would argue that up to 300 is really bass frequency. The low mids are very interesting to me to look at how these effects re-replicate up the frequency spectrum, so to speak. Now, this is my area of interest. I love bass. So here we have all of these frequencies resonating, and we can see how much they're resonating past our cutoff window of 300 milliseconds. This before, again, all of this that you see here, this line, ignore this one. You also have psychoacoustic smoothing. Look at this line here, not the skyline, the shoreline. Before, total mess. After, cleaned up. So what have we learned today? You don't actually have to obsess over details that don't actually matter. This room is far from perfect. We've got this massive window here, no possibility for a ceiling cloud, totally janky ceiling, strange window in the corner there. There's a door on this side, we couldn't put absorbers there. On the other side, there are absorbers, that's not symmetrical. Let's just look at it practically. This 16-meter room, which can be found in most apartments, is now a beautiful environment for making music. This blue one, not this blue one. Yeah, but that's what the company's built on. Me and Lucas' perfectionism.